Super Smash Bros. Ultimate news approaches.
Oh?
The fighter included in Wave 6 of the paid Super Smash Bros. Ultimate
Come on,
DLC
give me my
will
baby
be
boy.
joining the battle from ARMS. This fighter is a bit unusual thanks to those extendable arms, so we'll have to extend our development time too. Please stay tuned.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Ah! What's CRACKALACKIN, TOXICREW? My name is Toxiquid, and wow! ARMS? Who'd have thought this game would be revived from the grave? And who'd have thought this would be how it'd be brought back? I did. I may not want an ARMS character in my personal Fighters Pass, I personally want more zany picks, but an ARMS character in Smash was a shoo-in. Once we knew about Byleth, a summer 2019 first-party character from an already represented series, a summer 2017 first-party character from an already represented series was inevitable. So if you're watching this, you should already know the news. One character from ARMS is going to be a representative that we'll be able to fight with in Smash. The obvious choice would have been Springman, but uh-oh, he's an assist trophy. Ribbon Girl would also be cool, but that's a Mii costume, and Springman, Ribbon Girl, Ninjara, Min Min, and Twintel are all spirits. Personally, I call bullshit to the spirits rule, but hey, to each their own. But enough stalling. Today we're making not one, but 3 concepts of potential candidates. In case you haven't figured it out yet, we're making complete fighter concepts for the Noodle Knight Min Min, Janky Jello Man Helix, and the big brute that is Max Brass. I chose these characters for a reason, in that Min Min is the fan favorite and has potential for nice variation of moves implementing kicks, Helix for the very unique design that he has alongside his jank as hell playstyle, and Max Brass for his contribution to ARMS as a whole. Sure, there are some reasons that Min Min possibly couldn't get in, or Max Brass or Helix for that reason, but that's why we have 3 fighters here with us instead of just 1, so we can cover all our bases. And since I'm technically taking on 3 times the workload, I'm definitely gonna need some help, and so this is why I called in my friend Schmidt from Schmidt Times.
Hey there, chum. Thanks for having me. And yeah, just like that Joker said, we'll be going through 3 fighters that could represent ARMS really well. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's stretch our arms and start out with the standard attacks.
Alrighty, I just want to make this clear right off the bat. I will be pulling from all of ARMS, in that you can add any combination of ARMS that you want, regardless of whether or not it works with the design of the character, and by holding shield, you could charge your arms up to do extra damage in some attacks. Also, these guys will have a lot of overlap, in that some stuff will be different, but all ARMS characters basically play the same except for Helix, but that's a whole other can of worms that we'll get to later down the line.
For the jab, they'll be using the toaster to punch pretty far, but it'll have a lot of landing lag. The dash attack will utilize the clapback, where they rush forward using it as a shield that can knock back small projectiles. The forward tilt leverages the cracker and will use the 3 small pops to stun folks in front of them, not really dealing too much knockback. The down tilt will utilize the Slamamander to whip the ground, and the up tilt will launch the Thunderbird up in an arc.
The smash attacks are where it gets a little bit tougher. These attacks are really odd to explain, in that all of them have some sort of lag in some part of the attack, like with the forward smash, the Megaton launch, where it has the longest range in the hypothetical game, but has a Schmidt ton of end lag. The up smash is the parasol, where it shoots the parasol arm up in the air with a much more delayed start, and the down smash utilizing the whammer to whack the floor, causing shockwave damage. That's really it for the standard attacks, so let's put a pin in the aerials for now and spring into the special attacks. So right now, the movesets are looking kinda similar, but with these subsequent attacks, some of them will now be character specific. And before we get into the attacks themselves, let's delve into the second of the ARMS characters' gimmicks, the rush meter. The rush meter is basically where after each successful hit they deal or receive, a little bit of that meter will rise, and this will take effect in their side special, Punch. Punch is basically a really long range punch with the arms that they have equipped using their neutral special, Arm Swap, where each character basically has a toolbar of 3 preset arms that are their signature arms of each character, with Min Min boasting the Dragon, Megawatt, and Ram Ram arms, Helix utilizing the Ice Dragon, Blorb, and Guardian arms, and Max Brass using the Nade, Roaster, and Kablammer arms. I want each of them to do basically what they do in game, where the Dragon have beams, the Guardian acts as a shield to stay put once thrown out, etc, etc. Circling back to the rush meter, once that meter is filled, the regular side special will be replaced with the rush attack. It's a flurry of punches with your current loadout, but if it doesn't hit the target, you'll be left wide open.
The down special will be completely different between them and basically act as utility moves that help them in some way, shape, or form. Min-Min's, for example, will be the parry kick, which is a small jump followed by a crescent kick that allows for small forward movement alongside the ability to deflect certain projectiles, like Samus's charge shot and Pac-Man's key. Helix's down special would be Body Morph, where he can stretch and contract his body, changing his damage boxes, attack angles, and range. Lastly, Max Brass's down special would be Bulk Up, where he increases in size and gains the tough guy attribute like Bowser, but cuts his running speed and jumping speeds down.
And lastly, there's their up special, Grab. It functions very similar to Ganondorf's, but has a ridiculous range. It also acts as a tether.
Let's extend our reach from the ground to the air with the aerial attacks. The forward aerial will shoot a skelly shot, while the back air will shake things up with a Seiki, and the down air will bop the opponents with a buff that'll spike them if bonked just right.
The neutral and up aerials are also character specific. For Min-Min, she does a 360 bicycle kick as her neutral aerial and a scissor kick as her up air. Helix will curl into a tube and expand out as his neutral air, with him stretching thin as the up air, and Max Brass will puff up similar to Incineroar and DDD's neutral air, with him headbutting the opponent with the snazzy headpiece of his as his up air. I really didn't have to stretch out this section, so let's mosey onwards towards the grabs and throws. Oh boy, these get real complicated. Every character will have a different set of throws that will match your style. The only thing that's similar is that they grab with both hands and that it's around 2/3 of the length of the special attack of the same name. Helix and Min-Min uses their lower body to pummel them, while Max Brass will bop them with a headbutt, but after this, everyone diverges.
Min-Min's forward throw uses the same motion as in-game, while her up throw takes cues from Ninjara's throw, where she kicks them up and slams them down. The down throw sweeps the leg and punches them downward, while the back throw whips them behind, similar to Ribbon Girl's motions.
Helix is wacky with his throws, starting with his forward throw by compressing himself and then springing forward, quote-unquote headbutting the opponent. The back throw is the same as in ARMS, while the down throw is original as he slams them to the floor, body slamming them as a gelatinous mass, while the up throw takes notes from Kid Cobra.
Lastly, Max Brass's throws exude much more macho maneuvers, with the forward throw being the same from the game, the up throw mimicking Dr. Coils with more punches and less energy attacks, the down throw being similar to Master Mummy's, and the back throw drawing inspiration from Springman.
This one's simple. All of them can use it to some capacity and it just makes sense. Headlock is one kick-ass final smash and will unleash its rush attack, dealing massive amounts of damage. Hell, what would be really cool is that if you take the opponent's final stock with it, it'll show up in the victory animation, basically giving them a 4th victory screen. Alrighty, that's all 3 of their movesets, so what's left, Schmidt?
Just the taunts, stages, spirits, music, and alternate costumes, pal.
Well shit, we best get into it then, huh? Taunts for all of them reflect their character. The up taunts are their respective victory poses from ARMS.
Their side taunts are all certified silly. Helix wiggles and jiggles, Max Brass flexes, and Min-Min flips and strikes the pose in her official character render.
Lastly, the down taunts are more reserved. Max Brass poses again in a different stance, Helix spins around, changing in shape and size, and Min-Min sits down and just eats ramen. For the alternate costumes, let's rush through all 3, shall we? For Min-Min, she has her default appearance, her red, blue, and yellow costumes from the game, alongside a brown Basango palette, a pink Ribbon Girl palette, a teal Ninjara palette, and a cream-colored Twintail palette.
Helix comes with creatively colorful costumes. Alongside his signature default, he has his blue raspberry, watermelon, and lemon flavors, alongside Bite and Bark blue, Mechanica yellow, Kid Cobra purple, and Lola Pop orange.
Lastly, Max Brass has his default colors, a gold, silver, and bronze costume from the game, a Springman and Springtron pair of palettes, a spooky Master Mummy palette, and a crazy Dr. Coil palette. For the stage, I was contemplating on having their specific stages, but I honestly think that the Sky Arena works best for all of them. It's an iconic stage that works, could be tournament legal, and has little to no shenanigans. As for the music, basically all of ARMS' soundtrack is perfect for fighting music, so Schmidt and I chose 15 songs that encapsulate everything ARMS is.
You know it, friend. Let's start strong with the ARMS main theme remix, which can incorporate the minigame jams, the Spring Stadium, Ribbon Ring, Ninja College, Mausoleum, Ramen Bowl, Scrapyard, Cinema Dup, Buster Beach, Snake Park, DNA Lab, Via Dulce, Temple Grounds, and name-reacted stage themes, alongside a remix for the Sky Arena.
Ooh doggy, all that's left now is the spirit battles. Luckily we already have some spirits in Smash, and yes, we will be using those spirits as they fit well, and I just want to put them in there.
The novice spirits start out with Lollipop as a primary defensive type. She manifests as a Wario, who shields a lot on Yoshi's Island 64, where food spawns more often, and you get rewarded with perfect shield reflect.
Mechanica surprises us here as she is a support spirit that is a Bowser Jr. that tends to use up special more often alongside him avoiding conflict, all on Coliseum where she gives you electric assist. The advanced spirits start with Ribbon Girl as the Mii Brawler that has a greater chance to grab on the Fountain of Dreams and gives you fist attack up.
Twintel is also here as a support spirit, represented by Bayonetta, who favors and features stronger smash attacks and starts out with a drill on Nudong City. She gives you better air defense.
Ninjara also shows up as a support spirit and is represented by Sheik with an increased jump and air defense, all on Suzaku Castle, and will give you air attack up.
Zipping on over to the Ace Spirit, Springman bounces onto the scene as a primary neutral spirit, and is a Mii Brawler with increased jumping and punching capabilities, falling on the boxing ring and bestowing a fist attack up.
Master Mummy is also here represented as Simon with auto healing, who frequently uses side smash and starts with a Mega Mushroom on Dracula's castle. He gives you unflinching charged smash attacks. And here's where it gets kinda weird, because there's Helix, Max Brass, and Min Min spirits that we've concepted. So basically what we've done is that if that spirit is playable, there will be no spirit battle. Basically if Min Min gets in, our hypothetical Min Min battle isn't there. Do you get what I'm saying? If the fighter has a spirit battle concepted here, don't worry about it, as if they do become a fighter, then hypothetically that spirit battle wouldn't exist.
Starting with Min Min, it's a fight on New Pork City against a faster Corrin that favors special attacks and increases in power when badly damaged.
Max Brass is represented by Captain Falcon that favors grabs, taunts frequently, and has increased power when badly damaged, and summons Springman's assist trophy more often, all in Sky Arena, and will give you strong throw. And lastly, Helix is represented by Inkling, where they have increased movement speed and decreased jump height, and is fought all on Frigate Orpheon, and will give you better shield durability once beaten. And for the Legend class, we got 2 with us today. Take it away, Schmidt.
Right on, buddy. First, we got Dr. Coil as a primary grab spirit on electrified Shadow Moses Island. She'd be a Dark Samus with a slow fall, fist attack up, and temporary bouts of invisibility, and grants you floaty jumps.
And surprise, surprise, the final spirit is Headlock. This is represented by either Min Min, Max Brass, or Helix, and will give random final smash, increased punch, and will frequently use side special in Sky Arena that has random earthquakes, and gives a new ability called Armored Tank. This is an ability where they give them super armor and damage reduction. Alrighty, that is all 3 characters that I wanted to cover. Schmidt, how are you holding up?
That was a lot of characters, pal.
You said it, my guy. A big thanks to Schmidt from Schmidt Times for helping me with this bonkers video. Anything you want to say, my dude?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you've got a minute, I'd recommend giving my channel a gander once we've wrapped up here. I've got oodles of slick stuff that I'm sure you'll appreciate, like a quick overview on Max Brass and a packtastic collaboration with Toxiquid. Thanks again, friend. Schmidt out.
And if you like what I do, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm super close to 2,000 subscribers and would love if you join me in reaching that goal. And if you want some snazzy perks, consider going over to my Patreon page. I have tons of perks that will make your pledge worthwhile, like your portrait at the end of my videos, weekly updates on everything I'm working on, and early access to videos like these. But with that, I got a blast. It's finally time to finish work on Toximon episode 4, and I will see you guys when that video comes out. Thank you so much for watching, and keep on crack-a-lackin'.